If you have been following our series since the year started, you'll discover that we'll give a lot of attention talking about time. Why are we so much interested about time? Time is a currency which a lot of us have not really started taking advantage of. We don't even know the value of time. Some of us, that is the truth. And like we said in the one of the last episodes, we said that the sons of Issachar, God talked about them. He said that they have an understanding of time, and that kept them in charge of their life, their environment, their period. Right? So please understand time and have value for time. So this time again, we are still on the time management and productivity. How can the understanding of time and the way you manage your time help your productivity? Because we have found out that a lot of times the failures that have been recorded in many areas of life and destiny is because of the way we handle our time. All right? From your inaction or your actions concerning your time management. All right, so in this particular one, now we are starting some series we call Why Not Now? Under this time management and productivity. Why not now? Why not now is also subtitled Kill Procrastination Before It Kills You. Kill procrastination before it kills you. All right, what is procrastination? Procrastination is all about trying to shift what you're supposed to do now to a later time. Why do you shift it? And a lot of times it is because we are following our feelings, like we're going to see as we go ahead. All right? Why not now? That cup you kept where it's not supposed to be and say, okay, later I'll wake up to go and keep it in normal place. Why not keep it well now? That your purse or your key you kept in the wrong place and say, okay, later I'll keep it well. You leave it there, and that's why you're looking for it. A life that is filled with procrastination is disorderly. You look for things, and a lot of times you don't remember where you kept them. So we encourage you to follow this and implement. It's not all about hearing it, but implement everything we are talking about. All right? Do you know that even last year you had a lot of big ideas? You thought about some books to write. You thought about even music to produce. And so many other things, even the business to start, the ministry, the outreaches to go ahead and do. But many of those things were not even started. You know why? Because of procrastination. It is dangerous. And in definition, we call it, like I've already said, shifting what you're supposed to do now to a later time. Why? And also in another kind of definition, I call it a thief. Procrastination is a thief. It steals time from you. Procrastination steals opportunities from you. Procrastination is also called a grave. Why do I call it a grave? Because a lot of destinies have been buried in procrastination. A lot of opportunities have been buried inside procrastination. Now, that opportunity you lost and the things you started, you couldn't go ahead or maybe achieve greater feats with it. Probably it was buried in a grave called procrastination. The things that God gave to you as an idea, do you know that those ideas cannot work themselves? Those books cannot write themselves. Those music are not going to go ahead to work themselves or maybe produce themselves. Do you know that that business cannot start itself? Nothing works unless you do. Unless you start working on it before it works. So get up. The thing there now is to take the big step. The first step is the biggest step because that cancels the yoke of procrastination. So I have to let you know a few things. One of it is what I just said now, that nothing works unless you do. So don't just be wishing and be dreaming. Why not wake up from your dream? That takes us to the next thing to talk about. Your dream works until that is when you wake up from your slumber to start working on those dreams. That is the very truth that a lot of us have not told ourselves. Get up from your slumber and work on your dreams. All right? You've been catching those dreams in your sleep. Why not get up and work on it? Okay? So I don't know what you can, as you are listening to this, probably I also encourage you to listen again. And the second time you're listening to this episode, please get a book. As the vision is dropping, write them down. God like it plain. Write them down. Let it be clear. When visions are flooding into your mind and they are not written down, in the next few minutes you forget them. Why not write it down? That is the beginning of demonstration of seriousness towards this. All right? Time management and productivity. Those visions and dreams as they are coming, work on it. Not later. Why not now? All right, the next thing I need to let you know is that to effectively pursue your dream and your vision, there is something we call discipline. Okay, this thing don't just work. It's just like you think about, in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months, I'm going to publish a book. And the first week, second week, third week, the next month, you've not started anything about it. It's not as if you didn't have the urge. No, you had the urge. You didn't start anything. And for you to get started, discipline is very, very important. Very, very important. So discipline is self-leadership. Be able to do what you made up your mind to do. When you will and you wish to do a particular thing and you discover that you don't get it started, it is lack of self-discipline, it's lack of self-will, and it's lack of self-leadership. All right? And you can't achieve anything without that. The other time, we are still working on this series, time management and productivity. And I told us that most of the people that make first class in school are not the most brilliant. Yes, but they are the people that are disciplined. They understand that from the set beginning of the school that the exam is coming in 3 months, and they discipline themselves to start working on this thing from beginning. Now, in the Holy Book, the Bible, Apostle Paul was talking about something in the 1 Corinthians chapter 9, and he talked about disciplining himself. He said that he subjects himself, bring it under subjection, so that, because he has a target. He gave example of those that are going to run to win perishable goals. He said that they can wake up in the middle of Harmattan, all right, not minding the cold, but they go to jog. They don't love those things they are doing, but they want to prepare, all right? That is discipline. Bring your body under subjection. Bring your feelings under subjection. That is what they call discipline. Now, the simplest one, you want to pray by 2 a.m., and you told yourself, I'm going to wake by maybe 1:30, early in the morning or in the middle of the night, and immediately it is that time, probably you set an alarm, and immediately the alarm rings. You start stretching yourself, and if the alarm continues, you may hold it off it and set it to a later time. You may reset it like 3 times before the day breaks and discover that it gets to 7 a.m. without any morning prayer, not even to talk about midnight prayer. All right? So for you to get these things started, self-discipline is very, very important. Okay? Then another thing I may need to tell you is that one of the biggest enemy of discipline is what I passively just talked about. Your feelings. My dear, you don't need to feel like doing it. You don't need to feel like getting up to start that book writing. You don't need to feel like getting up to carry that thing you kept in the wrong place, to keep it in the right place. You don't need to feel like doing it. But you just have to do this. All right? That is self-discipline. Okay? Now, your dreams will never cooperate with your feelings, and vice versa. Your feelings don't cooperate with your dreams. You just have to do what you need to do for your dreams to come true. That is the truth. And this is the best time to start working on whatever that will make you achieve the goals you want to achieve this year. Stop whatever that want to make you stop. I don't know what want to make you stop in your dreams in this particular year. Why not make them stop? One of the biggest among them is procrastination. Stop it. And the indiscipline. Stop it this time. All right. So another thing I may need to let you know about feelings is that you don't need to like it or to feel like it. All right. You don't need to like whatever you're doing, but as long as it contributes to the vision or the goal you have, why not write it down and get doing it? And before you know it, it becomes a habit. So another thing I may want to also let you know to kill procrastination, because the essence of this is because every other thing starts and succeeds on this slaughtering of procrastination in your life. So you just go ahead and take the first step. Do you know there are things you kept on talking about since last year? Probably you are a chorister and God has been giving you some songs, they have been flooding in your mind, but you've been talking about producing these songs. What have you done towards that? Have you written any of them down? Have you approached a song producer? Have you discussed with a team to work with? What are the steps you have taken? Take the first step. Get up from your slumber and sleep and get something done. All right? So it is very, very important. And at this point, I want to tell you something about what I call accountability partnership. If you discover that you set goals, you set dreams, and you never get them started, get a friend or get a mentor who you can discuss this with, and then discuss with that your friend. Let him know that this is what you have in mind to do, and this is the time you have set apart for it. That you need this your friend, maybe your wife, maybe your brother, maybe your friend, to monitor you, or even your mentor to monitor you, that you need to be giving accounts of this to him. That's what they call accountability partnership. Tell the person your plans, tell the person your goals, tell the person your dreams, and tell the person how you have broken it down and how you intend to go into implementation. Successes are not in the wishing. You don't wish and get success. The success you are wishing for is in the implementation. So get accountability partnerships or partners to drive you into achieving your goal. All right. The first step is the most important step, and immediately you take that first step, it breaks that yoke of procrastination. That is very, very true. Procrastination is so dangerous because it has been the cause, from research, the cause of failures we have had in life and destiny. Whether in business, procrastination has made you fail in the businesses you started. It has even stopped you from starting the business you conceived as an idea. Procrastination has made a lot of students that are supposed to have first class not even have second class or third class, but fail. Procrastination have stopped a lot of people in ministry from doing what they are supposed to do. You want to fix fasting, you want to go into a series of prayers, you want to fix a crusade and work it out, but all of this in procrastination have stopped you from achieving them. Procrastination have ended a lot of people in their various vocations in life. Don't let it stop you this year. Let this year be an exception. Kills procrastination before it kills you. Thank you so much. My name remains Dr. Uchendu. Till I come your way again.